Hello. So I'm going to be showing you how to use Google Sheets in this video. So when you get into Sheets, all right, so again, make sure on the waffle you're hitting your Sheets tool right there. All right, so this is your basic page that turns up when you click into Sheets. So again, if you click on these three bars, you can navigate between all of the different Google tools that are your word processing tools. So I like it. You can do a blank one, you can do a to-do list, budgets, calendars. So I like that they have different templates that you can choose. All right, I'm going to show you a couple of the education ones and how to work through some of the things on there. So let's say I want to do attendance. I'm going to click on this attendance template. So here it says nice, you can add your students' names, and it already has things in here for you like present, late, excused absence, unexcused, etc. And then it says use the attendance key tab to customize. So that's kind of cool. So there you go. Here's your attendance key. And then you can change these if you want them to be something else. All right, I'm gonna go back to class one. I like that you can do this for different classes as well. And obviously you can just add your dates and then it will add everything up for you. This is really nice to have. And then let me go back. And I'm just going to show you how to make a basic spreadsheet. So I'm going to click the plus sign. And that's typically what you do for all of the Google tools is you just click the plus sign when you're in there to add a new item. All right, when you're working in a spreadsheet, obviously you just fill in the columns. So if I want to do students' names, I can fill in last name, first name. I'm just going to show you really quick. So a lot of times I just put their first name, so I'm just going to go Joe, Jack, Jill, Jane, Joey, Jayla, etc. So say those are my students in my class. So I can add titles. So actually, I want to add a title to this, so I'm going to delete Joe and I'm going to put him here. All right, so I'm going to put this is name. Maybe I want to put age, F&P level. At this point, I could do like 8, 7, 8, 8, 7, 7. Okay, then I can do F&P level. Let's say they're at a K, L, K, M, K, L, etc. So these are kind of your basic things you want to be able to do. If you want to highlight a cell, you just click fill color and you choose your color and it will fill the cell whatever color you want. So let's say I'm kind of worried about Jack, so I'm going to focus him in yellow. Or if, let's say, Joey's really high level, so I could make her green, etc. You can change text color. These ones work pretty much just like they do in your other word processors. You can do formats. So you can choose a format you want your cells to be in. So if you want numbers, percentages, money if you're doing accounting or financial, dates, times. You can pretty much choose whatever you want, or if you do automatic, it'll just go with what you choose. You can choose different decimal places when you're adding decimals. You can format as percents and money as well. You can zoom in and out here. You can edit, so you can delete values, you can delete rows, shift your cells up. Those are helpful. Shows you how to view things. If you want to add formulas, let's say you want to do a grade calculation, you can add a formula in there. You can also insert rows, charts, and drawings, check boxes, links. Those are really nice. Formatting, a lot of this stuff is what you see up here. Data, you can sort your columns. So like, let's say I want to sort these names so they're in alphabetical order. Then I'm going to hit format, or not format, I'm hit data, sort sheet by column A to Z. And there you go. You do have to be careful though, because a lot of times it will not always align the numbers. So make sure, I'll show you again how I had data and then sort sheet by column A, and then so it's sorting the whole sheet. So it's going to move everything with column A. So make sure you're clicking those instead of just messing around and placing them where you want to yourself. I'm going to undo though, because I didn't want name sorted. And then you can again add add-ons like I showed you before. And then there's help. You can do training, sheets help, which this is really nice because it takes you right to the sheets help. And then it will show you how to edit, format, protect and hide, add formulas and functions. And this is really helpful as you're working through your sheets. And then again, you can check your edits here and fix your formats. And then you can title your spreadsheet up here. So maybe I want to tell it student information. All right, and then if you want to add comments, you have that option too. I like because you can add comments to a certain row. So that's really nice. So if I click on my row, I'll be able to have my comment and say low level and comment. And then obviously you can resolve if you don't want it there. You can insert charts. So this is really nice. If you hit insert chart, there you go. And then it actually distributed your students by their age. That's kind of cool. But I just like, because you can set up, you can do pie chart, bar graphs, line graphs, scatter plots. There's a bunch of different things that you could do. You can customize, so you can pick which one you want. And then you can change your color. So I want my border of my chart to be black. I can maximize it, or I can put it in 3D. That's really nice. So I can edit my pie chart. They didn't have a hole, but I could add a hole in. So that's kind of cool. I can choose a font to label things if I had labels, but I don't have a label for this one. You can change each pie slice. So you could change the color for each of your students. And then you just click the next person and you change your color. You can choose their distance from the center, so you can have it pop out. You can change your titles of your chart, and then you can also create a legend. And then you can change your chart type up here like I showed. So maybe I want to do a bar graph. And there you go. And then again, you can change your stacking. So you can make them all go to the end. You can have them standard, so where they'll just go with whatever numbers allow them, and then you can change your axes here. And then maybe let's make this one age and this one name. Or reverse, make this one name and this one age, etc. You can also remove them, and then it will do your chart. So I can hit delete chart. Or I can also insert a chart, but maybe I want to do label of F and P level. Oh, I have to be clicked on the right column. There you go. So You click on the right column. I'm going to delete this. So I want this column to be a chart. So I'm going to go here. And then add a chart. There we go. So I can do the percentage of students that have M level, J, K, I, etc. I don't want that. So you can use row 1 as your headers, which I think is important if you have a header. If you don't, you can just undo here. You can switch your rows and columns if you would like. Then again, you can customize. Say I want to do a 3D chart. I can add to my pie chart. So I can make that bigger whole if I would like. Change my slices. Change the color for each one. I can change their distance from the center if I want. If I wanted to show one more than the other. And then my access titles. So I can do count of F&P levels. And I can do a subtitle if I want. And I could say like percentage of class F&P levels. So it's really nice that you can use your data to create charts too, which I find is a good way to show data. Maybe if I'm doing an observation or I have to create an SLO or a professional growth plan, I can use my data and my chart to show growth and how my students have changed throughout the year or how they've met their goal. If you want to share, you just click share. And once that loads, you can add anyone you want that's within your network or not in your network. So only people added can open with this link. This restricted choice is really good for charts that have specific student data on them that you don't want anyone getting a hold of except for those people who you are sharing it with. Or you can change it to anyone in your district or your network, or you can change it to anyone with the link. And then just make sure if you're doing anyone with the link, viewer is probably the best option. That way they can't edit anything. They can only view your information, and you hit done. And then it copies the link for you, and you can paste that link wherever you want. So those are the basics of Google Forms. And again, I would be happy to help you if you have more items that you want to do, but I just wanted to give you a brief overview of how to work these things and just the basics of how you would make them and use them. So again, if you need help, let me know and have fun with your Google Sheets.